minute silence to commemorate a soldier, government officer, civilian who sacrificed their life for Republic of Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, and Myanmar. 1 minute silence to commemorate those who sacrificed their life for freedom, democracy, and human rights in their country. 1 minute silence, start now. One minute of silence completed.
So the first round of speakers will be from the representative of the Burmese community. So can I call upon Dr. Eugene, please make yourself known or come closer to the stage. So ladies and gentlemen, we are calling on the Australian government to advocate strongly for democracy and human rights in our country and to end the intimidation and harassment by this regime of our community here in Australia. It is for this reason that we join here today, the Burmese, the Cambodian, the Laos, and also the Vietnamese, in solidarity across our countries and communities, and in solidarity with those fighting for freedom and democracy, so that all our people can live peacefully and freely and enjoy the democracy and freedom that we are enjoying here. The Australian government's value human rights and democracy. So today we strongly call on the Australian government to work more actively for these rights in Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam, and also Burma. For now, I would like to call the federal member for Bruce, who has been advocating strongly for the Cambodian community, but also for the ASEAN community here. Will invite the Burmese who speak first to deliver the speech. So ladies and gentlemen, Julian Hill, member for Bruce.
A little bit taller than you, Heng. Okay, so, right, we got it. Don't fall off the stage. Keep the microphone, all right. Look, thank you so much for the invitation to be here and say a few words today. Firstly, I want to thank you and congratulate you for exercising your democratic rights as citizens and residents of our country to gather here at the top of Bourke Street, outside the Victorian Parliament, where for decades or over a century Australians have come to exercise their right of freedom of speech to speak up for democracy, for human rights in our country. Today is a very important day for Australia and for everyone here. The ASEAN Australia Special Summit is being held nearby, and that celebrates the 50th anniversary of Australia becoming ASEAN's first dialogue partner. And that's a good thing. It's the second time that Australia's hosted such a meeting, and it's the first time that our friend and neighbour and the newest ASEAN member, Timor-Leste, has attended such a meeting here in Australia, and we welcome them. But it's an important day for our country, an opportunity to strengthen our relationship with ASEAN and secure our position in the Asia-Pacific region as the partner of choice for ASEAN nations. But amongst growing armed conflict and worrying levels of sabre-rattling around the world that we see from certain authoritarian regimes, it's imperative for Australia's security that we maintain close relations with our neighbours in the region and ASEAN. But in that genuine desire to maintain close relations with our neighbours, that does not mean that we will always agree on every matter. And when it comes to violations of human rights and people's fundamental freedoms, Australia and the Australian government will always speak up for our values. And as you said, Heng, in the introduction, Cambodia is an example of this. Australia and Cambodia have close cooperation in some areas. Our development program focused on human development and helping people in need, scholarships to help with education. The current ambassador did his PhD at ANU. But cooperation in some areas should not be misunderstood as any kind of endorsement of the multitude of human rights abuses carried out under CPP rule both by Hun Sen and now his son, Hun Manet. Now, of course, people hoped, governments hoped, the Cambodian people hoped, Cambodians in Australia hoped that under the change, Hun Manet might be better than his father. Unfortunately, close to 1 year in, it's seeming clear that while there may be a few new faces, it's the same old regime. And I want to express solidarity and note the imprisonment of Kem Sokar, of Tak Setar, of Chim Sitar, of Seng Tiri, Hak Kasal, Ninak, Chow Vesna, Engsroy, Kon Varath, and dozens more political prisoners, labour rights activists and land activists who still remain unjustly imprisoned in Cambodia. Transparency International ranks Cambodia's justice system as one of the most corrupt in the world. And we're still seeing a misuse of the courts. Last month, the CPP filed a defamation lawsuit against Sung Sen Karuna for innocuous comments in a media interview. A few days earlier, 3 activists who'd been granted refugee status by the UNHCR were arrested in Thailand ahead of Hun Manet's visit there. Now, I can assure you as Australians, our government is not arresting people for protesting or speaking up for human rights. That's your democratic right to do so. And we value that and we'll speak up for it and we'll protect it. On February the 14th, Chia Chan, a trade union leader at Wingstar Shoes, a factory that supplies globally to Uniqlo and to ASICS, was arrested in a blatant union-busting exercise. Now, ASICS have said they're deeply concerned. Well, I say to ASICS that ASICS and Uniqlo should get more active on Chia Chan's case to avoid more reputational brand damage. But the point here, friends, is that despite all the talk and the new face with Hun Manet, no one has been released and people are still being arrested on fake trumped-up charges. New faces, the same regime. But to be fair, there's one small bit of good news I do want to mark out of Cambodia in the past few weeks. We've seen the first successful election of 3 non-CPP candidates in the recent Senate election. A big congratulations to them and all those commune councillors who held firm and voted for them in the face of grubby tactics. The thing that Australia, and I know people here are speaking up for, is not any particular party, but simply the right of people to vote to choose their government, a right which people are promised, and not to see and validate sham elections. So these 3 are the first elected opposition politicians in over a decade. I hope they do their jobs well and actively represent their constituents and hold the government to account. Not just the Cambodian community here too, of course. We've got a strong showing of people from Myanmar, Burmese people. So whilst for countries like Cambodia we can cooperate with on some things and disagree on others, there are regimes which Australia cannot abide. And the Myanmar military junta is one of them. Tens of thousands of dead and millions displaced. The civil war set off by the Tatmadaws coup in 21 is a humanitarian disaster. Last month, the Australian government imposed additional sanctions on 2 banks and 3 companies enabling the regime's activities. And Australia will keep, along with neighbours and allies, using every lever to demand cessation of violence, the release of those unjustly detained, and unimpeded humanitarian access and a return to democracy. As well, I've got enormous admiration for the Burmese community here and everyone back in Myanmar actively resisting the Tatmadaws' brutal, illegal military dictatorship. Their steadfast courage and commitment to democracy in the face of unspeakable atrocities deserves our solidarity. So I just wanted to use those 2 things as examples. There's other communities here, people from the Vietnamese Australian community, from the Filipino Australian community, from the Laos Australian community and diaspora communities speaking up for human rights. That is the important thing. It's an important day for our country, but an important day for everyone here to exercise their rights as Australian citizens to speak up for your values without fear of intimidation and interference. Because in Australia, human rights are not selective. Democratic rights are not selective. Every citizen, no matter their cultural background, their religious background, their ethnicity, their status in this country. Every citizen has the same right of freedom of speech, and you're exercising it here today. The Australian Labor government will always stand up for the rights of our citizens to come to protests like these and express their views. The Australian government will not tolerate silently foreign countries sending agents here, interfering with diaspora communities, trying to sow disharmony and division for their own domestic political goals. We won't tolerate our citizens being targeted with trumped-up fake criminal charges for criticising a foreign government. That is your right. And so to those who dare to try and come and interfere with our communities, our police and intelligence agencies know what you're up to, and the Australian government will take strong, targeted action against those involved. So I want to conclude where I started. It is a special moment for Australia to mark the 50th anniversary of our dialogue partner status with ASEAN. We want to remain the dialogue partner of choice with our neighbours in the region. We'll cooperate with all governments where we can, but we will protect and speak up for the rights of Australians to voice their concerns and speak up in favour of human rights. They're our values, and I really want to thank you, each and every one of you, for taking the time, at times for risking a backlash, for risking criticism of yourself and your families, to speak up for what we share, those values. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Julian.
Thank you very much, Julie. I wish all of the politicians, Australian politicians, understand our community like you. Now we say few slogans before the next speaker. Go. Freedom for Burma! 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 Freedom for Laos! 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 Freedom for Cambodia! Freedom for Cambodia! Freedom for Cambodia! Freedom for Cambodia! Freedom for Vietnam! 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 Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now it's for our Myanmar community. Please come to the stage.
Hello? Can you hear me? Yes. Can you see me? Yes. I dyed blue hair. Yes. I represent political prisoner of Burma. Yes. Can you see me? Yes. And we are singing national anthem of Burma. Okay. I just need to thank you. Come, Come, do a poem with Simochi, Yanobe. You don't so go at that below to Kagwemle. Tato, Tato, Yeto, find them, ye. Don't ye, don't. Jogo, Nina Swajo, the way, Tansang Mazoli, Tota Wombe, Podam, Thank you all, thank you all. I am here today represent all Burmese community diaspora here, and I represent for the country of Myanmar, Burma now. We said Burma now because Burma has been under the military dictator for many years. I stand with the ASEAN community. We stand together to defy military regime in Burma everywhere. We do not have really democracy in ASEAN country. I do not need to talk about overview of the Australian-ASEAN strategic relationship for 50 years. Of course, what we have, the neighbor, proximity, we do not have a democracy. 2nd of March 2024 is our 62-year anniversary of military takeover in our country. Since then, we have many times fighting for democracy. ASEAN country coming out to negotiate with the military, one-sided solution. What they said, to end immediately violence of our country, to get the dialogue with the all party concerned. Special envoy to Burma, with the aid of the assistance of United Nations Security Council. Number 4, humanitarian assistance by the ASEAN countries. Number 5, special envoy visit to Myanmar. Today, ASEAN 5-point has total failure. All the political prisoners are behind the bar. Where is the dialogue come from? Tell me. This is the proximity of Australia. If our country politically not secure, what will happen next to the regional security everywhere? Of course, dialogue. There's no one-sided solution. Dialogue with the all parties. Get the political prisoners to free. I dye my hair, I wear the blue, present the political prisoners in Burma. Free political prisoners in Burma. I demand that one. Australia, don't forget, we are proximity to your country. If we don't have a regional security, you will be threat under China, Russia. Of course, China, Russia love Burma because they have a military aid. Can you imagine? We next to the Australia and 50-year strategic relationship. What outcome in Burma? I can tell you, Department of Foreign and Trade Affairs working behind the scene. Where is the outcome? Show us the outcome. I am starting to get very emotional, distressed and angry. We are fighting for democracy. You don't lose anything. We just have a dialogue with the all parties concerned. Military is losing the ground. Revolutionist army are on the way. We achieve 50%. There is a targeted section. We welcome humanitarian aid along the Thailand border. We welcome, but we welcome most Australian act, not the words. Act, please. Thank you. And I stand with the ASEAN Australian continent. Thank you, everyone, and thank you to Australia, to all the custodians of the nation. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Jordan Yunus, for your remarkable speech. When I say free Burma, please say free Burma. Down with military dictatorship, and down with military dictatorship. Free Burma! Free Burma! Free Burma! Free Burma! Free Burma! Free Burma! Down with Burmese military dictatorship! Down with Burmese military dictatorship! Down with Burmese military dictatorship!
Tặng máy không?
Dạ, xong mai
Tặng
đó.
chung nghe vui vậy.
Làm chung nghe vui.
Phải đăng nhầm này anh là vui đó.
Dạ, đăng lên.
Thầy sao?
Free
Đăng lên
Burma!
câu mà này.
Free
Cái kim
Burma!
bên đọc. Nghe như thế đó.
Free Burma!
Không phải con không on à?
We want democracy in
Nào anh?
Burma. That's what we're
Con
here
lên
for. Along with our friends
Bà tôi
from
mới
Cambodia,
chừng thấy xa mà nè.
community,
Xa mà.
Vietnamese community. We are here together.
ខ្ញុំទៅ hello
Hello everyone, I'm Sam. I'm from Burmese community, fraternal Burmese community, and thank you for having me here on a very important day that we are having here in On the 2nd of March 1962, Dictator General Manet staged a bloody and calculated coup. In the history of modern day Myanmar, 2nd of March 1962 was a historic day for Myanmar people for all the wrong reasons. On this historic day, freedom and all forms of human rights were ruthlessly taken from the people of Myanmar, and decades of imperial oppression and atrocities took root. Today, after 62 long years of our fight for freedom, we'd like to remember and pay respects to those who had stood up to the dictators and fought for freedom and justice, especially those freedom fighters, the brave young men, women, monks, nuns, students, young and old, who have given up their lives in 1988 uprising, 2007 Sen-Hun revolution, and current Nui revolution. We're here today with us, our dear friends from Cambodian community, Laos community, and Vietnamese community. We are all here side by side, united in our fight for freedom, human rights, and justice. We would like to remember and pay respect to all and every freedom fighters, past and present, from Myanmar, from Cambodia, from Laos, and from Vietnamese communities. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite you, all of you, to join us in 1 minute silence to remember and pay respect to all those who have sacrificed for freedom and justice. The 1 minute silence to pay respect for those who fight for freedom and justice begins now.
សុខបាយបាទ
ចឹងអត់មិនហើយសុខទុកយ៉ាងណាការជួបគ្នាយូរ
អត់អីណាហ្នឹងខ្ញុំទៅមកដល់ទី3បាទអត់អីណា
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
បាយថា
May their justice prevail. Free Burma! Free Burma! Free Laos! Free Laos! Free Cambodia! Free Vietnam! We're here today because we want democracy, and we're going to have our voices heard. When I say what we want, please respond with democracy. What do we want? What do we want? Democracy. What do we want?
បាយយ៉ា
What do we want?
យ៉ានឹកទៅដល់
តែអត់ចូលមួយគ្នាយើងតែនៅនៅធំឡើយ
អូខេ
ចា
What do we
មក
want?
ច្រើនតាបងខ្ញុំផ្លាយមកញ៉ាំពេលនៅបែរហ្នឹងហ៎
Trying to pick one of you to come up here to respond to have our voices heard.
Hi, friends. Thank you so much for support us. Life though.
អេបង
តោឯង
ស្គាល់ដែរក៏បាយបាសហ៎ខ្ញុំនៅអនឡាញយូរដែរបាត់មុខពី Melbourne ទៅអនឡាញទៅ
ឆ្នាំមុនខ្ញុំទៅដែរបាទ
ចា
បើប្រាំទៅអត់ស្គាល់
តលេងណាមានមិត្តភ័ក្ដិអត់ណោះ
អត់សឹកនៅនេះបើទៅនោះ
អត់ទេរោគ្នាទៅចាប់ក្រាមចាប់អី
អត់ដឹងចាំថ្ងៃជួបហើយរត់ទេបូនមក
បាទខ្ញុំ friend មួយ Facebook អត់
អត់ទេ
ចឹងចាំយកទេយកទេបង
ទេបូនគាត់ទេបូនណាទៅចាក់ឆ្នាំដាក់ឈ្មោះថាវិញ
អាប់ដាំពីខែ9ដល់ខែ12
Where you? We out. Hello. Shit. Where you?
quay lên rồi quay đã nó Xe vẫn xe. Là lại tôi bây giờ bò anh chăm á nè.
ឥឡូវនេះបងប្អូនជួយមកជាច្រើនហើយក៏គាត់តែមកបន្តទៀតដល់វេខាងសហគមន៍ខ្មែរយើងនឹងឡើងបានសវនកម្ម10នាទីដូច្នេះខ្ញុំសូមជួយមកបន្តហើយគឺមានជាហូតតំណាងឲ្យសមាគមខ្មែរហើយនឹងតំណាងឲ្យParis Peace Accord ហើយនឹងតំណាងឲ្យខាងគណៈបក្សសង្គ្រោះជាតិឬក៏ភ្លើងទៀនជួយមកលើកឡើងលើឆាកនេះហើយដើម្បីយើងមានពេលវេលា10នាទីស្មើជាមួយនឹងសហគមន៍ផ្សេងទៀត and after that it's the Laos community. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce our good friends who always spoke out in Parliament with me about human rights and democracy in Cambodia and also in other parts of Asia. Please welcome Tim Richardson, the member for Modia Lock. So, Tim Richardson,
well, thank you very much, my good friend Hugh Ming Tak, and I'm also joined by another member of Parliament here, Pauline Richards, the member for Cranbourne. I'd like to firstly start by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which we meet and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. Today is an opportunity for everyone who believes in democracy and who's campaigned and dedicated their life and their outcomes to a better outcome in our Southeast Asian communities. And you see here today a wonderful turnout of those communities. We've heard from the Burmese community, the Laos, Vietnamese communities and the Cambodian communities of the struggles that are happening for democracy. And this is a lived experience that people see each and every day. And today shows the impact on trade unionists, opposition figures who are locked up, intimidated, and terrible impact right across our communities. We have a significant moment coming up soon. The ASEAN summit is coming up in a few days, and we want the Australian government and all Australian politicians to stand together in solidarity and call out some of these atrocities against democracy, the atrocities against people in Cambodia, in Burma, in Vietnam and Laos. This is a really important moment where our Australian leaders can talk to other leaders who are coming to Melbourne only in a few days and to call for democracy to be respected, for free and transparent elections, to respecting opposition political figures, to releasing all political prisoners and trade unionists immediately. We want freedom, we want democracy, and we want the respect of the rule of law. For so many that have come together on our steps of Parliament, that was once the home of the Australian Parliament from 1901 to 1927, and of course for thousands of years was the meeting place for First Nations people, one of the most important symbols of democracy. We stand here today and call on those countries to immediately release all political prisoners, to respect democracy and the rule of law. It's the minimum that our leaders can say. It's what we call on them and demand that each and every free and fair representatives say into the future. I want to pay tribute to everyone who's come to this rally today. It comes at great personal sacrifice. We know that there's people that are intimidated into not coming to rallies like this, and we thank you for giving up your time, for putting yourselves on the line to make sure that we call out some of the atrocities that are happening in our neighbourhoods in the Southeast Asian regions. I wanted to thank the event organisers for each and everything that you do. It's been years of campaigning coming together, and we will not go anywhere. We will continue to struggle, and we'll call for freedom and democracy and fair elections. Free Cambodia! Free Cambodia! Free Burma! Free Burma! Free Vietnam! Free Vietnam! Free Laos! Free Laos! Democracy now! Democracy now! Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Tim. And we have Pauline Richard, who's supposed to be somewhere else. Very important day. Today there's a by-elections in the southeast, but she make her time here with us to call upon more the democracy for Cambodia, Burma, Laos, and Vietnam. So Pauline is very good friends, always attend many of the round table with the Burmese community and with the Cambodian community here in Parliament. She's a member from Cranbourne, and we know that there's large constituent from Vietnam, from Laos, and also Burma and Cambodia. So, Pauline Richard, welcome.
Good morning. My name is Pauline Richards and I'm the State Member of Parliament. I represent the Cranbourne District, and as is appropriate, I begin my comments by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land that we're meeting on and pay my respects to elders past and present, and acknowledge that this land and the land that I represent, the land I live, was never ceded. I'm honoured and humbled to be here with my friends Yen Tak and Tim Richardson, and to be here I know where Julian Hill stood previously, and to acknowledge the Lao, Burmese, Vietnamese and Cambodian community. I'm here in solidarity with the diaspora that I represent and serve. Very conscious, as Tim said and Hen said, that there's great sacrifices that people endure to be a public face and ask for freedom, for democracy and for fair elections. I do that in the knowledge that it is, as a trade unionist myself, that we only achieve what we need to achieve when we stand shoulder to shoulder. So I dedicate my presence here today and dedicate this day to those in my community who can't be here, those I represent in Cranbourne who can't be here because of what they know to be a real fear. But I also am so humbled to be here and call for the absolute democratic requirement of free elections, for the release of political prisoners, and for that absolutely extraordinary need to stand in solidarity. So I join you all and thank you all for the great sacrifices, and thank you indeed for being able to stand here with each other and allow us to call on those regimes to free all political prisoners. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Tim and Pauline, for making your way to join us here today. So it's a very honored but it's value to our community members who come all the way from Adelaide, from Sydney, and also from Queensland to call upon the Australian government to speak directly to the respective country leaders who will attend the ASEAN Special Summit here in Melbourne. It's our opportunity to raise our voice, and that's why we are here today. And I know that Hong Lim would be very proud of all of us. He couldn't make it here, but I know that he watched live stream Facebook. And now it's the Laos community, and then can I hear more from the Vietnamese community? We will hear from you soon. So now it's the Laos community. Uncle Dave traveled all the way from Sydney to join us here, and the floor to you. Thank you. All my voice here. And then this some chơi Long Chi Yo Hon Mon Kế. ហើយបន្តមកគឺតំណាងឲ្យអង្គការ23ដុល្លារហើយតំណាងមកទៀតគឺតំណាងឲ្យខាងគណៈបកចំណាំថាប្រហែលជាលោកសៅរាស៊ីដែលជួយមកតាំងពីញូហ្សេឡង់គួរតែឲ្យ flow ទៅគាត់ខាងបងប្អូនកម្ពុជាក្រោមនឹងមានឱកាសនៅជុំទី2ហើយដូច្នេះឥឡូវនេះគាត់ឲ្យលោកជីយហនមកជើញលោកជីយហនជើញមកចូលរួមហើយពេលនេះសូមជើញឲ្យខាងឥឡូវនេះជើញខាងបងប្អូនស៊ីដនីក៏ចង់បានប៉ុន្តែឥឡូវសូមជើញលោកសារាស៊ីមុនគេបាទអរគុណខ្ញុំសារាស៊ីមកពីប្រទេសញូហ្សេឡង់ជាមួយនឹងសាន់នីកុងនៅថ្ងៃនេះអរគុណបងប្អូនហើយថ្ងៃនេះដែលយើងមកប្រទេសអូស្ត្រាលីដើម្បីយើងចូលរួមទាំងអស់គ្នានេះគឺគោលបំណងគឺយើងដើម្បីឲ្យរដ្ឋាភិបាលខ្មែរជាពិសេសលោកហ៊ុនម៉ាណែតដែលជានាយករដ្ឋមន្ត្រីកែប្រែមុខមាត់របស់ប្រទេសខ្មែរយើងឲ្យមានប្រជាធិបតេយ្យពិតប្រាកដនិងសេរីពហុបកត្រឹមត្រូវ
ស្របជាមួយនឹងកិច្ចព្រមព្រៀងទីក្រុងប៉ារីសនិងស្របជាមួយនឹងច្បាប់រដ្ឋធម្មនុញ្ញអញ្ចឹងអ្វីដែលបងប្អូនយើងមកពីនេះមិនមែនមកដើម្បីបន្តបណ្ដាក់របស់មុខមាត់ខ្មែរទេតែយើងមកដើម្បីទាមទារឲ្យលោកនាយករដ្ឋមន្ត្រីដែលជាតំណាងនាយករដ្ឋមន្ត្រីដែលឡើងទៅតាមការបន្តរបស់ឪពុកសូមឲ្យលោកកែប្រែទឹកដីកម្ពុជាឲ្យមានប្រជាធិបតេយ្យឡើងមកវិញហើយសូមអរគុណបងប្អូននៅប្រទេសញូហ្សេឡង់ដែលចាត់ឲ្យខ្ញុំជាតំណាងរបស់ប្រទេសញូហ្សេឡង់ដើម្បីមកទីនេះដើម្បីបង្ហាញជាសម្លេងមួយនៅប្រទេសញូហ្សេឡង់និងប្រទេសអូស្ត្រាលីគឺយើងរួមគ្នាជាប្រទេសជាតំបន់អូសេអានីដើម្បីយើងរួមកម្លាំងគ្នាដើម្បីឲ្យលោកកែប្រែមុខមាត់របស់ប្រទេសកម្ពុជានេះជាគោលដៅធំរបស់យើងក្នុងថ្ងៃនេះអញ្ចឹងដើម្បីឲ្យបងប្អូនយើងចូលរួមទាំងក្នុងនិងក្រៅប្រទេសហើយក៏អរគុណស្វាគមន៍ដល់បងប្អូនខ្មែរជាពិសេសនៅទីក្រុងMelbourne អាដាលេដ Sydney គឺយើងមកចម្រុះទាំងអស់នៅប្រទេសអូស្ត្រាលីនេះដើម្បីយើងរួមកម្លាំងគ្នាចូលរួមដើម្បីកែប្រទេសកម្ពុជាឲ្យមានលទ្ធិប្រជាធិបតេយ្យឡើងវិញដើម្បីមុខមាត់ប្រទេសកម្ពុជានិងដើម្បីជីវភាពរបស់ប្រជាជនខ្មែរនៅកម្ពុជាសូមអរគុណ
Thank you, Lurasi. Now it's for Mr. Jae-Yoon, but I'd like to speak just a few words. First of all, thank you all the community from Cambodia, Vietnam, Laos, and Myanmar for being here today to send the message to our Prime Minister. For Cambodia, we are here today to send the message to our Prime Minister, the Honorable Anthony Albanese. And the message is, Manet is not a legitimate government of Cambodia. Manet is an illegitimate prime minister from the sham election. No. Manet does not represent Cambodia. True. How could he? In 2017, Hun Sen dissolved the only viable opposition party, the Cambodian National Rescue Party. And in 2018, he went to the election without the opposition party, effectively stealing the election from Cambodian people, denying the right of more than 3 million Cambodian people, that half Cambodian people, the right to vote for their party. He won 100% of the seat, that is 125 seats of 125 seats. 5 years later, in 2023, which is last year, Hun Sen again excluded the only opposition party, which is the Candlelight Party, from the national election. 10 years in a row, Hun Sen denied the right of half of Cambodians to vote for their representative. This is not only stealing the election from Cambodian people again, but he violated the Article 25 of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. He violated human rights. He violated the right of Cambodian people. Then he handed his position, the Prime Minister, to his son. So, Hun Manet does not represent Cambodia. Yes, he does not represent Cambodia. In 4 years' time, in 2028, Cambodia will go to the national election again. Hun Sen and Hun Manet will ensure that we hold on to power. So, he will make sure no viable opposition party will participate in the national election. Should this happen, I appeal to our Prime Minister as the signatory to the Paris Peace Agreement on Cambodia and to all 17 countries, which include many Asian countries who are signatory to the peace agreement on Cambodia, to take appropriate action under the Article 29 of the Paris Peace Agreement on Cambodia, to call a meeting to stop this gross violation of human rights, violation happening in Cambodia for 15 years in a row. And for all Cambodia, in Cambodia, we should not let this happen. So, if Hun Sen, Hun Manet exclude the opposition from participating in the 2028 election, we should stand up for our right. We should stand up for democracy.
Thank you. What do we want?
Cambodia!
What do we want?
Free Cambodia!
What do we want?
Free Cambodia!
Free Cambodia! Free Cambodia!
Free Cambodia!
ក្នុងនាមខ្ញុំជាប្រធានសមាគមខ្មែរខ្ញុំសូមជម្រាបដល់បងប្អូនរួមជាតិខ្មែរយើងទាំងអស់ថាខ្មែរយើងចង់បានអីសប្តាហ៍នេះគឺ What do we want? Democracy. What do we want? Release all the political prisoners. Free Kamsaka. Release all political prisoners. Free Taxita. Release all political prisoners. Free Sanctuary. Free Chamsita. On behalf of the Cambodian Australian community, we would like to express our concern to the Prime Minister to the about that our community, we would like freedom, especially in Cambodia. Under the Manet government is still the same, father like son, son like father. So at the moment, all the Cambodian Australian community who live in Victoria would like the federal government just to talk to Manet, just to free all the Cambodian political prisoners and also just to give a democracy to the Cambodian community. Especially, we need a human right in Cambodia. That one is the most important, and everyone will continue to against the dictatorship. I think Manet and Hun Sen is still the same. Yeah. So everyone who come today just want to express to the Australian government just to talk with Manet to free all the political prisoners, to have democracy in Cambodia, and to stop corruption in Cambodia as well. Thank you.
Cô gì cô Hào?
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Savannaran Kai, come from all the way from Sydney. We are here today to urge the Australian government to stop supporting the Manet government. The ASEAN Charter states the ASEAN members are to respect and protect human rights. It is also mentioned the principle of democracy, the rule of law, and good governance. We are here to compel Manet to follow these commitments. We want Manet to release all political prisoners who have been unjustly detained. Manet must stop suppressing independent journalism in Cambodia. Independent journalism is a vital to democracy. We also want Manet government to stop seizing land from the farmer. Seizing land from the farmer. We want to put pressure to Manet government to hold fair and free and fair election. Now I have some slogan. Respect Paris Peace Accord. Respect Paris Peace Accord. Now, democracy, restore democracy in Cambodia. Democracy in Cambodia. Release all political prisoners. Bring back freedom of speech
respect political rights in Cambodia.
Respect political rights in Cambodia.
Hun Manet, we want a free and fair election. Thank you, everyone.
So the next would be the Lao community, but we still have one more speaker. It's not 10 minutes yet. So the Kru Chan Thao តំណាងឲ្យអង្គការ23ដុល្លារហើយបងប្អូនយើងឃើញថាមានបងប្អូនយើងដែលពាក់អាវពណ៌ទោសនៅខាងមុខគឺគាត់និយាយផាត់ផាសត្វថៃដែលជាអ្នកព្រមដើររួមដំណើរជាមួយនឹងកញ្ញាសេងធីរីហើយដែលកំពុងតែសម្ភាសជាមួយនឹងជួអាស៊ីសេរីជាមួយដល់រោក៏ជាអ្នកសកម្មជន9វិជ្ជាការហើយនឹងមានអ្នកផ្សេងទៀតដែលរត់រួចខ្លួនមកដល់ប្រទេសអូស្ត្រាលីនៅពេលនេះខ្ញុំសូមណែនាំលោកគ្រូច័ន្ទថោតំណាងអង្គការ23ដុល្លារហើយខាងកម្ពុជាក្រោមយើងនឹងថ្លែងសម្ដែងនៅជុំទី2សូមជួយណាបាទជំរាបសួរបងប្អូនទាំងអស់គ្នាដែលមានវត្តមាននៅទីនេះតំណាងឲ្យអង្គការសម្ព័ន្ធខ្មែរដើម្បីកិច្ចព្រមព្រៀងទីក្រុងប៉ារីសសម្រាប់ប្រទេសកម្ពុជាយើងខ្ញុំមានមោទនភាពហើយសូមលើកសម្ដែងការអរគុណពួកវត្តមានព្រះថេរានុថេរៈនិងបងប្អូនទាំងអស់ដែលបានបង្ហាញឲ្យឃើញនៅចន្ទៈចង់បាននៅការគោរពឲ្យមានការលើកកម្ពស់សិទ្ធិមនុស្សជាពិសេសគឺកិច្ចព្រមព្រៀងសន្តិភាពទីក្រុងប៉ារីសសម្រាប់ប្រជាពលរដ្ឋខ្មែរយើងមានវាសនាដែលសហគមន៍អន្តរជាតិបានចំណាយពេលវេលាស្មារតីនិងបកកាសដើម្បីជួយឲ្យកម្ពុជាបញ្ចប់ជំនួសហើយឈានដល់សន្តិភាពមួយដែលយូរអង្វែងប៉ុន្តែជាអកុសលរដ្ឋាភិបាលរបស់ប្រទេសយើងមិនបានអនុវត្តបានជួនជាប់ចុងត្រឹមត្រូវអំពីស្មារតីកិច្ចព្រមព្រៀងទីក្រុងប៉ារីសហើយបន្តនៅការរំលោភបំពានទៅលើសិទ្ធិមនុស្សសិទ្ធិរបស់ប្រជាពលរដ្ឋមិនបានគោរពនៅកិច្ចព្រមព្រៀងសន្តិភាពទីក្រុងប៉ារីសនេះបានជួបជ្រោយមិនបានលើកស្ទួយនៅលទ្ធិប្រជាធិបតេយ្យពិតប្រាកដហើយបែរជាជាឱកាសដើម្បីស្វែងអំណាចហើយបំបត្តិលើគណៈបកជំទាស់ចោទប្រកាន់កម្មវិធីដឹកនាំគណៈបកជំទាស់បានគុំគិតជាមួយនឹងបរទេសបទជាតិមិនតែរហូតដល់ពេលនេះមិនទាន់ឃើញមានកំហុសនៅឡើយហើយបានមិនឲ្យគណៈបកនោះចូលរួមការបោះឆ្នោតរកជារំលាយទៀតផងខ្ញុំសូមបញ្ជាក់ថាដំណើរការបែបនេះមិនបានផ្ដល់នៃការដឹកនាំប្រទេសត្រឹមត្រូវសម្រាប់ឲ្យពលរដ្ឋខ្មែរទទួលបាននៅវឌ្ឍនភាពនិងសុភមង្គលនៃការជឿនលឿនត្រឹមត្រូវនោះឡើយខ្ញុំសូមបញ្ជាក់ឲ្យបញ្ជាក់ជាថ្មីម្ដងទៀតថាបងប្អូនជាពិសេសបណ្ដាបញ្ញវន្តខ្មែរដែលរៀនសូត្រចេះដឹងពិតប្រាកដសូមបងប្អូនបើកចក្ខុវិញ្ញាណហើយបើកនៅស្មារតីបងប្អូនពិនិត្យឲ្យបានសពគ្រប់ថាតើទង្វើរបស់រដ្ឋាភិបាលយើងសប្តាហ៍នេះបានអនុវត្តត្រឹមត្រូវគោរពសិទ្ធិមនុស្សគោរពលក្ខណៈដែលហៅថាប្រជាធិបតេយ្យពិតប្រាកដទៅតាមកិច្ចព្រមព្រៀងនៃទីក្រុងប៉ារីសដែរឬទេយើងបាននាំមកនៃកិច្ចអភិវឌ្ឍមួយដែលធ្វើឲ្យពលរដ្ឋខ្មែរភាគច្រើនរងគ្រោះក៏ប៉ុន្តែយើងបានបំពន់តែមនុស្សមួយចំនួនតូចប៉ុណ្ណោះដែលមានអំណាចបុណ្យស័ក្តិទួលនីតិនិងឈ្មួញដែលអាចទទួលបាននៅលៀបសក្ការៈហើយបងប្អូនភាគច្រើនរស់នៅក្នុងភាពតោកយ៉ាកវេទនាខ្ញុំសូមបញ្ជាក់ឲ្យបញ្ជាក់ទៀតថាសូមដីដែរប្រទេសកុម្មុយនីសផ្ដាច់ការកគិតអំពីផលប្រយោជន៍របស់ពលរដ្ឋរបស់គេដែរផ្ទុយទៅវិញយើងបែរជាបំរើមឲ្យស្តារបរទេសហើយយើងមិនយកចិត្តទុកដាក់នៅលើវិស័យពីរធំដែលសំខាន់គឺវិស័យអប់រំនិងវិស័យសុខាភិបាលប្រជាពលរដ្ឋខ្មែរដែលស្លូតត្រង់ហើយដែលក្រីក្រមិនទទួលបាននៃការយកចិត្តទុកដាក់ពីសង្គមនោះឡើយប្រជាពលរដ្ឋខ្មែរនៅតែរងគ្រោះហើយបាត់បង់ដីធ្លីរំលោភបំពានរហូតដល់ពេលនេះនៅតែរស់ដោយលំបាកវេទនាតែយើងជាខ្មែរដែលបានមកសិក្សារៀនសូត្រនៅរស់នៅប្រទេសដែលជាប្រទេសប្រជាធិបតេយ្យបែបនេះនៅក្នុងប្រទេសអូស្ត្រាលីសិទ្ធិសេរីភាពយើងចង់ឲ្យប្រជាពលរដ្ឋខ្មែរបន្តរស់នៅដងទុកវេទនាបែបនេះយ៉ាងណាខ្ញុំដែលតំណាងឲ្យសម្ព័ន្ធខ្មែរដើម្បីកិច្ចព្រមព្រៀងសន្តិភាពប៉ារីសសម្រាប់កម្ពុជាមិនអាចឈរនៅស្ងៀមមិនយកចិត្តទុកដាក់ចំពោះសុខទុក្ខរបស់ពលរដ្ឋខ្មែរឡើយជាថ្មីម្ដងទៀតខ្ញុំសូមឲ្យ
រដ្ឋាភិបាលនៃប្រទេសអូស្ត្រាលីយកចិត្តទុកដាក់និងជំរុញយ៉ាងណាឲ្យរដ្ឋាភិបាលនៃប្រទេសកម្ពុជាឯកទៅលើកិច្ចព្រមព្រៀងនៃទីក្រុងប៉ារីសយកមកពិនិត្យពិចារណាអនុវត្តបានត្រឹមត្រូវនិងសពជ្រុងជ្រោយយើងត្រូវការសិទ្ធិសេរីភាពយើងត្រូវការសិទ្ធិមនុស្សយើងត្រូវការលទ្ធិប្រជាធិបតេយ្យពិតប្រាកដយើងមិនត្រូវការលទ្ធិប្រជាធិបតេយ្យបែកខ្លាំងៗនោះឡើយសូមបញ្ជាក់ឲ្យបញ្ជាក់ទៀតថាទោះបីប្រទេសកុម្មុយនីសផ្ដាច់ការក៏គេគិតអំពីផលប្រយោជន៍របស់ជនជាតិគេផងដែរជាយោប្រទេសកម្ពុជាជាយោស្មារតីតស៊ូរបស់ពលរដ្ឋខ្មែរ We need human right.
We need human rights.
We need human right.
We need human rights.
We need democracy.
We need democracy.
We need democracy.
We need democracy.
We need land for life.
We need land for life.
No land eviction anymore.
No land eviction anymore.
Down corruption.
Down corruption.
Down corruption.
Down corruption.
Long live democracy.
Long live democracy.
Thank you very much.
Các MC dây tới cho bao giờ
Hello, can you hear me? Yes. My high respect to our Buddhist monks, fellow